play in, coming in from Premier, and I wanted to see them go super far. Perhaps this might be the answer, you know, bringing a new player to change, you know, the way they approach the game could be the key. Let's see whether or not it is, but I just want to say that Sky is Blue, these little clips on his head, I'm a fan.
Yeah. I mean, the Mongolian players are always swagged out in every esports title. That jersey is absolutely fire. And they're keeping the same orgs across. Like, all of the same orgs that you see in other titles are investing in Valorant. And for anyone that has ever thought to themselves, there's a Mongolian team in Challengers Southeast Asia, and then they're seeing this exact graphic come up, you will not be surprised. You know. And
welcome to the Pilsky and Tash podcast.
Before Valorant ever came out, you know, I was covering...
Oh no, he's doing the back in my day!
Yeah, back in my day, you know, we were covering Asian qualifiers and things like that, and we had, you know, Korean teams playing in Asia, like against Southeast Asian teams and this and that, and Mongolia has always been a weird one, you know?
Yeah.
So, this is the perfect example of that. You know, tech pauses.
Are you sure it's not you, Filsky? I think it might be you. The caster curse is kind of strong with you. The word curse just left your mouth a lot today. It just kind of rebounded back to you.
Hey, I glazed Markel and he almost clutched, okay? I'd say I'm pretty blessed today.
It wasn't you, it was me. What are you talking about?
You were the one that when we were off camera, you were like, "This guy's the worst player I've ever seen." Like,
oh my god, I cannot believe I'm being blackmailed on air. This is crazy.
Oh, bro. I'm keen to see RRQ Academy. Like, I'm so high on all of the players that are coming out of these SEA regions, and I really do think, like, you know, the tier 1 is one thing, and who you pick for franchising teams, it comes down to all kinds of things. It comes down to trials and timing and contracts and this and that. And there's only so many spots in tier 1, but there are just so many good players from Indonesia and Philippines and Thailand. So I'm all from, and the other countries that I didn't mention. There's a lot of them. Sorry, guys. I could list all of them, but I really do mean all of the Southeast Asian countries. And I'm not just talking about Valorant, like all kinds of esports titles, so many talented players. So these academy systems, I'm super excited for them because I'm hoping that, especially with how taxing playing in tier 1 can be for some of these teams and some of these orgs, like legitimately, if these players are really good in challenges, like you could get a couple games, guys. Like this could be low-key a bit of a you know, bench situation. And that has been a thing that a lot of teams have needed. The burnout is real.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the seasons are getting a lot more longer, and I feel like a lot of teams, it's so hard to really stay on top when everyone is constantly just grinding and chasing, and you know, the meta is also constantly changing as well.
Yeah, well, it's going to be some A lobby control early on here. Nice little set play from Mongols to start things off, just dominating that C long control. They've got the jet on the info line, aggression into grass early on, but it's going to be the A execute from RRQ.
It's a trip here. Zart gonna just challenge that cage, pushes out here, but 119 was ready for him. But 60 and Splash gonna trade back. Nats as well gets 1 kill to his name, and Nats is doing a great job of watching the flank. Gets the plant already, leaving it to a 1 versus 3. The speed is a bit much for Mongols to handle. Clearly, Walks just past the Owl drone, but Splash was ready to make sure his teammate stays alive.
I thought Nats was on Liquid, lurking in Europe, bro. He's
wow,
in Challengers
I was
SCA.
Shocked, yeah. Like, how did he manage to come here?
That's crazy. I can't
Teleportation
believe this.
is real,
Name
guys.
overlap, and he's playing Cypher. Like, that's just a little bit too much for me.
I mean, there was a player at one point for another esports title that I interviewed. His name was Shroud, and I said, "Why did you choose to call yourself Shroud?" He was like, "I want to be the Shroud of Asia."
I see. Yeah. Oh, that's not where the cam was meant to go. Contact
oh my gosh.
Didn't go well. And so far, that's 2 out of 2 rounds that 1-2-3 has licked the stamp and sent it. Unlike the postmen in Australia, they never get anything delivered.
I was not expecting that. Wow. 119 rendered solo as well from the initial skirmish. So, This time around, 123 actually paid for going a bit more over aggressive here, but 119, he's sharp as heck. Sends it out, but Splash was very much ready for him. That's what I talked about in terms of how aggressive and how sharp Splash is. That first contact is just incredibly real here. There's every single corner so quickly. What is your sense here? There's the backside, taking advantage of that. Even finds MN Fear, leaving Sky's Blue all alone. And through that, only losing Woody.
Spike planted.
Wow.
Here we go. Butterfly clips. Primed. Aim. Warmed up. Got the Sheriff. There's no one that wants to fight this man. If you've seen his player cam, you know exactly why. That is what Aura looks like, ladies and gentlemen.
I should have worn my butterfly clips tonight, man. I should have matched him.
You didn't sync up with him before the game?
I've completely
You were in
forgot
Sky's
that he
DMs
loves
asking how the team's going. You're not asking Sky's Blue what he's bringing into the game?
You know what? Next time I will give them a text.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate
Give him
that.
a buff.
Yep.
With the butterfly clips. You know what? Pilsky, you wore some butterfly clips during the Pacific broadcast. Bring it here too. Why not?
Yeah, but I don't pull them off like Sky's Blue pulls them off, so that's fair. Yo, the sense on Splash looks incredibly low. Like, the man is getting an arm workout for sure. Mongols, first gun round for them, though. They did buy a lot of Sheriffs, and you see the result of that here. Outlaw purchased by Splash, and a lot of light armors, Guardians, or Bulldogs being purchased by Mongols. There is one of them. That is what happens when you buy too many Sheriffs, guys.
That was actually so smart by Splash as well. He managed to just avoid that fault line, play a bit back, knew that they were gonna peek, and then as he got picked off by that recon, immediately just dashes away, giving advantage to his teammates. 1-2-3 rendered so low already because of that.
Yeah, spamming the Tracers being very close to the smoke. Got counter spammed very low. And man, disadvantage for Mongols. They want to try to make a play or do something, but they can't really find the right avenue of doing so. And RRQ has been playing very slow, very defaulting on this attacking side. It's hard to really fault them. There's the drone into garage, smoke to garage window. A lot of pressure across the map from RRQ. Just spotting out the Cypher setup and trying to get a better read on what's happening. In the meanwhile, they're retaking that A space.
Walks down, didn't pull a rotation though, but you can see that 60 is just hanging out here in garage. Catches 190 off guard. Now here comes Execute. Woody setting it up for Splash for success. Already on the side, all the way to the backside. The perfect flash, but somehow 1-2-3 still wins it. 3 people in the bag. And then here, gonna catch the last member. Nats off guard. And now it's down to 6 What the heck happened there?
1, 2,
3.
He was
What
ready.
happened?
Great pokes to the face there for 6 but with only a Bulldog in hand. A bit hard to deal with, but damage done. 3 rifles lost. I would say the RQ Academy should be quite pleased with that round.
Yeah, broke the armor on 1-2-3 as well. I didn't realize he was named after what he does in the server. Like, that's how quick that was.
One.
When they came onto the A side.
Oh, I wish we could have seen it. I would have loved to see that 1-2-3 poke there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. See, RRQ gonna have the chance to reinvest now on the attacking side. Knives pulled for Splash, and he's just gonna roll into this round with only knives, so min-maxing the money. He might updraft pick onto the Sova here. No, he's just taking things slowly. I'm waiting to see if that's what he's gonna go for. Oh, that is so
my
gross!
God, through the smoke! That is disgusting.
That is actually tech. It's very rare, and that I actually watch a game. I'm like, I genuinely haven't seen that before. I have never seen that before. That is incredible. This guy's my favorite player. Like, this is my new favorite player, guys.
I agree with you. I mean, the first time he debuted in MYSG, I thought to myself, who is this guy? Out of the blue, just picked out into duelist straight up, and I saw his movement and how he plays. I thought to myself, this guy just got picked up and he's playing this way. Where the heck has he been this whole time? I'm so glad he's been picked up for this academy team. Jemkin
better be careful. If he's sick a little bit too often, that's it. Like, it's an A stack from Mongols here.
Fear's ready for it. Paranoia out there, countered back with the flash as well. Smoked out, cannot move, but look at Splash, he's ready to fight back, but this time around he falls. Nats as well. Sky's Blue and Fear ready and waiting, and this time around they take the point, runs away with it. So ready to deal with the aggression from Splash.
Yeah, nice A stack from Mongols. Really, really nice reactive utility just to be able to make it difficult for RRQ to get into the site, and then just a great multi-frag from backside. MN Fear and the rest of the boys all stacked up on backside, and they fight their way out of a bad situation. hero rifle on Splash. As I said, min-maxing the economy, keeping a little bit of extra money in the back pocket. It's going to allow him to weave in the rifles when the rest of the team has to save. And that does give them a slightly better chance of winning a round like this. So a nice little garage setup from 119. This is what 30 games of Cypher looks like, guys.
Zar rendered quite low already from the initial push. That still hasn't moved quite yet.
This is kind of psycho. Like, the dude's dry peeking mid on a breach.
Okay, hold up here, MN Fear. Ready for Nats. Can't do more than that here. F123 might have the right timing. Splash good for one, but this backstab from 123 is everything. Woody, last man standing. Makes quick work of him with that wall bangs as well. I said there was a reason 123 was brought into this team this late into the season, and this is exactly why.
I think it's a good pickup. As I said, couple of orgs that are investing in Valorant teams in the Mongolian scene that are well established in other esports titles. And I think that's a good thing because you are going to have a little bit of trickle down in terms of Mongolian players that are active, right? Like, this is not a well-represented region in Valorant, but having these orgs that all have teams, you know, you can get a different player shuffled into your team that has been, you know, pretty active. It's the 8 take coming out for RRQ. Once again, trying to fight into it is Mongols.
They challenged that recon. Pushed up and Sky is Blue tried to react off it. He wasn't able to run.
I'm not going to lie. In general, they've been a little bit more aggressive in some situations than you'd expect. And that time they are punished for it. They haven't been yet.
Here's the orb taken. Spams to the smoke here. MN Fear did not find any value. No connections there. Weaves up there. Whoa! That shot onto MN Fear. He tried to peek up and he was completely punished for it. Gets a haircut. His head thrown off as well.
Fillet control for RRQ. Nice open plant as well. Mongols with these agents, it's very hard to retake into a no Sova or breach. Like, I wonder if you even go for this.
Gotta give it to Splash and how aggressive, how confident he is. He likes to play the front line here. He's so aware of it. 119, great opening onto Nats here as Splash play very closely with the cage. This goes there. They also have the cloud burst, but that aftershock should keep the rest of the team at bay here. Coming through, Zar finds 119, 6 as well. So quick on that follow-up. Leaving only Nexi all alone here. Splash took a challenge. Nice swing forward, but Nexi was ready before Woody quick to trade back.
I'm very surprised they tried to go for that. I'm not gonna lie. Those agents against the, you know, Metacomp, when you're trying to retake A, it's just not going to happen. You don't have anything to trade down the utility and try to create yourself a timing. So even though the Cypher did come out heaven and get an early pick, you're still running into, you know, cycled dark covers, paranoia, fault line, like just wave and wave of utility that you can't really bait out unless you're actually, you know, peeking out there and trying to take a duel or two. A lot of ults up for Mongols. They're weaving in the knives as well. So even though this is a half buy, this is still a very winnable round if they use their ults correctly. A main control early on. 123's been put on the line. Sky is Blue. I think it looks like they are playing in boot camp because he looks like he's looking at his teammate's monitor right now, but the C long push is punished.
That's perfect.
He's talking about how aggressive 123 was on the Cypher when I watched him, but the dry C long push is another level.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing it for several rounds in a row. The read was done, so they are very aware of it. They want to punish, and I'm sort of like, you know, I'm not surprised that this happened.
Yeah, I mean, TPing on the box as well. Pretty standard kind of position to be in an anti-eco.
Oh, 123 here. Blades out. Zar just crosses him. I don't think he's looking at the right area here. They have a nice cross as well. They tag him. They spray the heck out of him. 123 could not hold.
Yeah, there's the drone to re-clear 8. Just keeping the map pressure. You've seen this from RRQ a number of times now in the mid-round. Love to just re-clear that A space. Keep the rotations on if it's possible. They're going to try to end on B here.
Recon's the backside as well. Perfect setup as well. Splash trying to push up forward. They're challenging all that util. The Aldrin will be challenged. 6 finds one to his name as well. I mean, if you're wall banged to death, my god, you really gotta give it to this team. Splash walking up with that util, reacting off that Aldrin, and quickly just wall banging and reacting off that.
That's just perfect macro from RRQ. The drone to re-clear A, they dark cover towards spawn side to secure the rotation, and then it's a left side smoke on B. Fault line paranoia with the jet sending it up. Like, actually really, really nice macro play from RRQ. Got to give credit to that structure. And it really feels like they've been prepped well for this game as well. Like, clearly somebody has said Mongols will just run it down, we'll just push, and they're playing very, very slow in the early to mid round. Just waiting for those aggressions.
Oh my god, just walks up, shoots Nexi in the face. He's not done yet. Full control on the B side. He sends up, pushing up forward here. And despite that wide swing, he was very much ready for 119.
Yeah, this guy's cracked.
Yeah. Understatement. Holding. Woody was there waiting for him with open arms. Gets the plant on C. Mongols, not sure where to look, not sure if there's a single lurk going around here. Tries to dwindle down the numbers, excuse me.
Last player
Woody
standing.
waiting for him. And then Fear left all alone and decides to go, okay, maybe towards CT side I play, and maybe the safe is where I go.
This is so cool as well, because I feel like I haven't seen an Indo duelist in a while that I hadn't heard of yet. That's looking really, really good.
Welcome
like
to.
They've been
Actually,
cycling a
Splash
lot
is-
of the same players
I'm
for
just
a while.
gonna claim early here. Splash played in MYSG first.
Oh, okay, right. And before Splash, there was Splash Ski as well. So, like, you know,
Oh yeah,
probably his
Splash
dad.
Ski was a thing. Yeah, that was his
Yeah.
dad. You're right. You're completely right.
because Splash Ski was pretty cracked back in the day before Valorant came out.
Yep, I agree with you. Then
I
there's.
think he did play
and then after that,
Valorant,
there's
a few
Pilski.
times. Oh
it?
yeah, Pilski. I'm his uncle. Wait, I'm Splashki's uncle, and then yeah, Splash. There's a trickle down there. It all comes back to me, so it's just good genes.
It all
Mongols
makes
gonna
sense.
take a timeout. They have to really just nut it out and discuss how they're going to counter such superior genetics, in terms of aiming, of course. But realistically, this just does not look like a comfortable map for Mongols. Like the timings are not looking great. RRQ seems like they're outplaying them in the early to mid round a lot of the time. It feels like Mongols is trying to make up for the lack of comfortability and the lack of good structure on the map with aggression a lot of the time. Whether it's a Cypher dry walking down C long, the breach is like dry peeking mid in the mid round on B, rather than like setting up util for other people. You know, it just feels like Mongols has only one mode right now, and that's aggress, take duels, try to win with your aim. And
Yeah.
that's not going to be good enough against this structure we're seeing from RRQ. They look incredibly well drilled on this map.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of time as well is just multi-frags and hero plays as well, especially from 119, especially from 123, and then Fear as well. But this time around, I think it's a good timeout. I mean, they have a lot of ults in the bag right now, 4, but the same could be said for RRQ this time around. So that timeout could have already benefited RRQ the same way it did to the Mongols.
Big A fight.
Incredibly aggressive! This time around, Mongols decide to take it further and say, okay, you know what? They aggress, we aggress too. We push out, we go aggressive. 1, 2, 3, ready and waiting for Splash. And Czar! RQ Academy cannot hold Woody for 2. He's sharp. We've seen him around! But he cannot hold down the sheer number of players for Mongols. Just take him down. RQ Academy not able to hold off, but that timeout shows its value to the Mongols.
I mean, yeah, both teams in that timeout choosing to really commit to this A fight. You can see RRQ had a full take that they wanted to go for. They had a set play with I think a sewer dart and a TP into spawn. So I think they wanted to try to go for a pretty specific timing, RRQ, to execute the site. And Mongols disrupted that very, very nicely. The sewers swing and then the second layer of aggression on long really picked that apart quite quickly.
Get out of my way.
This time around, a different style play. RQ Academy decides instead of aggressing A, they want to go aggressive through the smokes, through the Cypher cage as well. Splash will be punished, but they're not done quite yet. Find 6-key. They spray back. It's so hard to tag them even though he has that info, so has to play a bit passive, but gets the upgrades. It's perfect. Czar gets one to his name. It's looking good. A 2-for-1 trade.
Yeah, man advantage for RRQ despite a good start for Mongols. That Cypher setup finally getting some value inside of Garage. But RRQ, once again, some solid mid-rounding. Progression smoke to front B, making Mongols concerned about a lurk onto the front side of B site. And in the meanwhile, they just creep up A and contact in for free here. So, once again, reading Mongols very, very well. Getting themselves a lot of free space. And now Mongols a little bit too far out of the site to rotate in.
Corner side here, Sky's Blue taps 60, but quickly trades, and the same could be said by MN Fear. Both teams trading blows right now, both teams losing players, but it's 119 that's left alone right now in a 1 versus 2. Has to go through Link. There's smokes, there's cams, there's utils. But the positioning though, he can isolate here. Woody flashes, he swings, pushes 119 back. He tries again. But there's still the aftershock to work with as well. He jumps back one more time. And now a high-low setup from RRQ Academy, just waiting for the right time for him to swing. He goes and he falls.
Perfect. Just perfect mid-rounding, perfect post-plant there. As well from RRQ. Using the numbers advantage, out-rotating Mongols and catching them coming back into the site. Really good attacking side of Haven so far. The Mongols, did they get reset off the back of that? They did. They're going to have to take an eco, so this defensive half not going the way that they would have wanted. Rolling Thunder and Hunter's Fury could help them out if this round starts to get a little bit closer, a little bit more winnable. Seems like it's going to be a mid-fight.
Oh my god, swings out 6K, gets 2 with a wall bang onto Nexi as well. This aggression suits the style of RRQ Academy very well, and most of the time Mongols cannot hold on. 119 does get 1 consolation prize, it's Splash. But with only Sheriffs in hand, yes, they are cracked, but the same could be said about RRQ Academy.
Yeah, it's just a really good breach util.
Agreed. They know where Woody is, but what about the rest here? Sky's Blue waiting. 60 ready for the ace. Woody takes it away and most like bro, why you do that, man? Bro, come on.
Before the switch.
The flashpoint to clear front B there is really nice. Just shuts down any potential aggression from Mongols. And Mongols, I mean, the aggression has been in the early to mid round pretty much every time. So RRQ, they've been well drilled, they've been ready for it. Do have, once again, the Rolling Thunder and the Hunter's Fury on both sides of things to start this one off. Seems like a slow round from RRQ. They're not going to really contest A too heavily. It's just going to be some pieces of util. A fast drone? Drone and fault line to push him off the line.
Fury.
Oh, they're trying to ult the Sova and it's worked!
Oh my god,
what
they do that!
Beautiful set play.
I agree. That was actually so good. A good read, understanding that Sky's Blue will always be there to recon early.
Yeah. Just killed him for free, and now Zar has full space on C. He's just walked up here for free. Cam's seen him, but he's just creating so much space on this site.
Wait, Nat's ready for 1, 2, 3 here. Sprays the heck out of him as he's going through window. These reads from RRQ Academy has been incredibly sharp and on point, but Rolling Thunder, we let a rep by MN Fear, but they answer for their own, pushes them both back, reset forward, but Nat's coming in from Garage. He wants more space, he wants more blood. He's like sharks in the water here, spots 2, but he sprays, and a 4K to his name. RRQ Academy playing so well to set each other up for success.
We did, and they have a beautiful start to this game on their attacking half. We'll see if they can close out this game right after the break.
One enemy remaining.
Great structure in the first half from RRQ, just punishing Mongols' aggression time and time again. But now Mongols, they get to be the ones to set the tempo on this attacking side. We'll see if they can start to come back on a map that they've had a little bit of trouble on in the pool so far. It's going to dart the ground to start things off here. Going to push the Sova off of this info line early on. RRQ anticipating some kind of C plate. Active lurk in the middle of the map for Mongols, and they're just going to execute A. RRQ,
Look how fast
they're just playing retake.
Yeah, they're okay with that. Avoids the paranoia, allows them, but that's a lot of time for the Mongols to really just figure out their post plant. But Zar gonna find a quick one onto 119. Looking just explode onto the site here. RRQ Academy waiting for the right timing. The smoke will dissipate, but 2 players, 3 in fact, making their way onto Haven. Interesting strat here. Paranoia is out. The other one swings here. Mongols gonna find one, but the sprays for RRQ Academy splash at 60 is a bit much to deal with. What the heck? Waterfall retake from Haven? Wow!
Yeah. I mean, we talk about it all the time, but the breach util to hold spawn is really hard to retake back into. But if you just cage and flood out Heaven together, that is actually pretty hard to defend, especially with pistols. Like on the pistol round, you're trying to shoot a bunch of clay pigeons and when you've only got a pistol, it's very, very difficult to hit those shots in quick succession. So I actually really think that's quite a heads-up play from RRQ on the retake, and it's going to net themselves a pistol in the second half. It's a lot of pressure on Mongols, who have once again purchased a ton of sheriffs. So not only in this round is Splash ready for some free pickings on the Outlaw, but even going into that next round, the light armors are going to be heavily punished by the Outlaw if they're purchased.
We saw the recon as well just go through mid there. Not too sure if I actually broke some recon. But Nats this time playing a more aggressive angle down to Cubby and Silong.
Yeah, walk up into garage. 1, 2, 3, push some pressure, breaks the trip. Nats is very deep down Silong right now. Playing a crossfire with the Omen on site. Mongols.
Pretty sure Nats heard the footsteps as well just now, right?
Yeah, for sure. He's heard the cam go. Oh, what a shot from MN Fear. Forget about the Outlaw, bro. The Breach buying a bloody Marshall and winning that opening duel is actually crazy.
Really is. 119 waiting here at Nats. Whew, just falls. Mongols doing well, just punishing these early aggression from RRQ Academy. They wait there, backside here. Zar only good for one. And then Fear gonna answer back. Gets an upgrade for himself as well for 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, now it's almost an untenable 2-on-4. You've got an active lurk outside of garage. Full setup on the site from Mongols.
Oh, good swing as well. Timing is good. Woody takes a bit of damage here. 60 all alone. This nice swings forward from MN Fear is just so terrifying to watch as well. Wow. So forget the Outlaw, go for the Marshall, yeah?
Yeah, apparently. That's how you win yourself an eco. I mean, I talked about how much they invested in the second round of Haven on the first half, but it really worked out that time. The Sheriffs and the Marshal and just the slow, patient play, which is in complete contrast to how they played their defense, completely caught RRQ off, punishing multiple players peeking. I mean, the Jet was on the info line with an Outlaw. You really have to give credit to the Breach for hitting a shot like that at the end of the day, but then the long aggression as well punished. And now Mongols in a much better position than they might have been otherwise.
Early spams all around here. Ring of guns so loud, but then it doesn't keep the Mongols at bay questioning. But one thing they don't worry about right now is just Splash just walking up and shooting them in the face.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 hits the deck. Joan going out to try and re-clear that mid space from the Mongols. See if they use that as a launching pad to try to get into B here, as RRQ is quite heavily stacking A. They're anticipating the pivot from the attackers back to that side of the map. Mongols still just playing very slow, anticipating more aggression from RRQ.
Right there.
Silence. Stacked onto A. RRQ Academy doing a good job of keeping quiet, but I think Mongols have done a great job of just reading it out. They are hitting the right side.
30 seconds left.
Yeah,
Standing ahead.
just creeping into C. That's an afterplant they could definitely win with the Sheriffs, especially with this comp, right? Like, they've still got so much util left over. Paranoia, multiple cages can be used to try to disrupt things, and you can even see a trip being invested there, so a bit of a Cypher setup. You got the fault line coming back off cooldown as well.
Coming in hot there. Paranoia set up to perfection, and the rest of the Mongols just swing out. And everyone just falls like flies. Sixki tries his best, only good for one, as the Mongols slowly but surely coming back here from that deficit first half. Let's see whether or not this tale is kind of like similar to the first series today.
Might be. That's kind of psycho from Mongols, I'm not going to lie. Like in the 4-on-3, you'd anticipate, especially with the rifles, they're just going to play range and play the timer down. They know that the defense is completely out of position. I'm actually really not a fan of the aggression into spawn with the Paranoia from like a macro perspective. They hit a really nice timing and hit their shot, so it worked out really well. But one of the only ways RRQ can win that round is if they get aggressed on and they just hit some shots with the Sheriff. So, oh, Splash is in a world of hurt right now, but getting helped out by the defensive Sova ult, and that's 2 picks for RRQ. Mongols shut out of A.
These adjustments from RRQ Academy is phenomenal if you think about it. They still maintain the aggression, but it's just changing in timing, changing on where exactly they want to hit and hold.
Drone goes back through the middle of the map again from RRQ. Need to make sure they close out this round with the man advantage and start chipping down Mongols' economy. Cam broken.
Splash perfectly red and swings out, catching 119 off guard as well. They weren't able to just convert that. They push Sky's Blue playing quietly in this corner. Splash, he has high XP. He was ready for it, but Sky's Blue just better. Good hold. Will be stunned there. Siski was just gonna find him in the end. It's just tag team, ragtag, RRQ Academy. They do just that.
Watch them
More alive as well.
by my sonar.
Building up some economy to try to close out this game with 10 and 6. Really putting Mongols on the ropes at this point.
One enemy remaining.
Also going to condition Mongols quite heavily on the attack after they've been shut out of A. I feel like it's a little harder to go towards that side of the map, and that's where you can, on the defense, start mixing in the dark cover Sova dart and a little bit of A pressure. Or in this case, a bit of a C long aggression. So 119 needs to be careful not to get caught here.
Blades early by Splash, and he looks to get a challenge. This time around, swaps to the classic. Does not want to commit those knives quite yet without the info he can see.
Yeah, great cage. Keeps himself alive, and now Mongol's just going to speed straight up into this A site. There's a few kill trips here, though, and a two-man setup between Heaven and Hell.
Nice angle to Bizarre here. He spots him out so quickly. Quick to readjust. A paranoia forward, and he looks to challenge. Can't see anything. Teleports to the back of sight. It's perfect. Aggressive style play. Sky's Blue answers, but Splash is there to stop him. One more person to worry about. 119 left all alone one more time with 4 people to worry about. The smokes here. A nice flick forward, and Zar will take it away. Wow, I'm seeing this op kind of swap so many hands right now.
I'm so impressed with RRQ this game. Like, this is really, really nice. The attack side was really nice. That setup was filthy. Like, Zar double cage to keep him alive on Hell's side with the Cypher playing retake from Heaven, and then he paranoia TPs in the corner and just shuts down that A pivot from Mongols. It's those little details that show a lot of depth from a team, and the fact that this is an academy team that has just been put together to play in this Challengers League, and they're already showing so much depth on this map, is super impressive.
Definitely, I agree with you. And I think I also, when you mentioned, these tiny little plays, right? Those setups, it's nothing major, but it's just more like keeping each other alive. Look at how they play ragtag, just team up with each other. One person gets paranoia, the other swings out. One util goes up here, and then the other, they just pull through, and just play so well with that util. Honestly, Brains, I'm wondering if it's the coach that has all these setups in mind, or was it just honestly the players just playing off instinct?
It would either be the players or the coach, like, coming up with the setups, or like maybe they've seen them from a pro game, something like that, I would say. But yeah, I think it's super impressive, and I actually do think it's something special, to be honest. Like, I think there's a lot of teams that skip a lot of these details. The thing that I want to see from RRQ, though, to be honest, is like, how do they have this on a lot of maps? Because this might just be like literally their best map in the pool, and they've been really well prepped. But that's what makes a team, right? Having that consistency of this much depth across different maps as well.
Oh man, M and Fear, he wasn't able to just push out a little bit closer, and Zar takes full advantage of that, TP a little bit more closer. Nice off-angle played as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's another little detail. He's really abusing the paranoia TPs here. Double trips in the middle of the map, maybe anticipating some kind of beat split or dash play onto beat. They've got multiple kill trips invested there, RRQ. All of that A space, a deep sea info line on the op. So
Nice
there's not
trips.
many ways that Mongols can attack this right now safely.
Nice off-angle played by 6Key as well. They don't see him on top. Oh, this is perfect. Zar sprays up on top here. Gets it in the end. It's 2. Nexi does find him in the end, but the damage has been done. Nats as well. They just play off each other, finding his counterpart. Mongols is looking from bad to worse here. 2 members left. Look at my numbers. Sky's looking to try to equalize, but Splash answers back. There's always an answer when it comes to RRQ Academy. But Nexi, he too wants to do that. Can't do so. Both players trading blows. No one really falling yet.
Needs to get the spike. Only 20 seconds to work with. Got to make some decisions sooner rather than later. There's so much dirty space on the map right now. Gonna throw a progression smoke front B, maybe try to force a plant.
10 seconds
Hurt
left.
him. He's close here. Shorty in hand comes through smoke. Oh no! Whips it! And somehow splash as well. 3 seconds too, and no time already. But you gotta give it to Nexi. That was a very, very valiant round.
Yeah, he gave it a crack.
Match
Almost
point.
came away with the goods. I think, again, I'm an RRQ Blazer, apparently, at the end of the day. Maybe just the Academy team, so I think I predicted against them a lot in actual Pacific, but, like, that was another great round. Like, they took all the A space with the Omen on the box, they had the deep sea info line on the jet, and double trips in the middle of the map. Like, that is another really difficult setup to attack into from Mongols, and it's just multiple layers of different looking rounds. Like, this just looks like a really good map for RRQ. There's the A take from Mongols, forcing the Sova off of the line towards A long. 3 players here for RRQ. Might consider some re-aggression as the drone clears out sewers.
6key challenges that drone, so he does make his presence known there onto short.
Yeah, just showing the Sova. Nothing out of the ordinary. Smoke into sewers to disrupt. They're going to clear out close right long. Mongols definitely showing their intentions. 119 lurking in the middle of the map, though, can break this garage trip and put some pressure on the rotations. They have to be worried about him slipping into window now.
Spots out. I think quite a few members of the Mongols there as well. Definitely a change in pace here for the Mongols for this particular round.
Off your feet!
Here comes the Rolling Thunder as well. Azar gets ready to get onto the site. 1, 2, 3, looking to challenge this space. Everyone can't see. Paranoia used all the way onto hell already. Flashed out. His teammates are close here, but Woody is just sharper. Flashed to death as well. He challenges and he falls. And then here at Nexi, providing those back end supports here. Splash with an op in hand, denies that plant. Cloud bursts forward, and now it's down to a 2-on-1. Nat's all alone here. Takes TPs forward, gets that spike. Excuse me, TPs forwards and get the spike. All alone, his teammate is close. And 1v2, not gonna be easy. The timing on his side here. Spots one out, but one corner close, but the other one will fall.
Yeah, big heroics from Nexi there. 119, good job putting pressure on the map while the rest of Mongols are trying to kick off that A execute. Attacking side off that they picked up from Splash here, so they might want to try to slow down the pace. RRQ, the drone in the mid-round was great. Seeing the breach on the A side of the map is a huge tell that lets them trust that 3-man A stack. If they didn't get that info off the drone with the pressure on Garage that was applied by 119, they might have been caught with 2 on the site there, so credit to Mongols. Breaking that 3A stack. Ops moves back across to A now, though.
The challenge smoked out as well. Splash actually was to challenge that, but
Yo, okay.
That's a very dangerous game he's playing here. Somehow manages to survive, but Splash is gonna try and push his smokes here. Here's how the util rushes out forward, but somehow he does not manage to connect those dots. So still waiting for the right timing here. Double dips forward here, good for one. Finds that value, and he wants to try again.
He's going for more. Just trusting himself. He's having an absolute blinder of a game. The mechanics are so clean as well, by the way. They're like, the way he took that first shot and dashed perfectly, it's very easy to mess that dash up.
1, 2, 3 also has the same idea for aggression with that up. But there's 2 already on the site here. Ready for Zar, finds that corner, cannot trade. Woody playing close here. The trip is there, but he gets 1, goes for 2 and 3, makes it look like aim labs. Doesn't really quite land the 4. He gets the neural theft online, knows where Nats is already. The swing out is huge, plays off that info, but there's still 2 more players to worry about. And 60 clears him out in the end. RRQ Academy shows us what a clean Haven looks like.
Absolutely. They look really well drilled on that map, like multiple rounds where they have beautiful setups. Their attacking side was very nice to see.
Blue!
Sky's got the cat out. You know this cat, I see. Is
his
this
name is
cat
Blue.
the designer of the A setup, do you think? Just with the meta sentinel mixed in, right?
Yeah. I mean, completely agree with you on that as well. I mean, Sky is blue, his neon is terrifying, he is speed, but the same could be said about Splash. But personally for me, I will always lean toward the neon. I just see a lot of value in just taking up space really quickly, quick rotations as well, and being that first person to just slide in, throw off the crosshair of the enemy team while your teammates just, you know, rush in as well, also helps.
Yeah, it's a very popular pick in Pacific at the moment compared to other regions as well. One of the least played duelists in
specific.
Yeah, I mean, Danby is helping the neon numbers. He's a certified neon enjoyer. A few smokes being traded here and there. Progression smoke to front B. Prowler clears out all of the C space. So pressure on the map from RRQ. It's kind of looking like their Haven attack so far. They really like to just trade util in the early round, deny info, take space, and then just decide what they want to be doing. Not even popping the wall up. Oh, there it is. Wall goes up. Haunt to clear out rubble, just to take this A space without really telling the defense too much. This is cute from Mongols as well. They got 2 high lows on C and B.
There. Just one trip to clear the D and B. As soon as the door opens, you can see the rotation happening. There we go. It's coming through already. Walking in with that prowl splash. She loves doing that. Sets him up for success. 119 saying, all right, take the site. Let me just play off.
Well, what's the retake plan for Mongols then? Because this is they got to have a contingency for the pistol going this way. They've left A open.
Aggressive holds as well. Look at Haven. Look at drop already. Nice cross to come through as soon as they see one. There we go. Nats falls. And immediately Splash just reacts with his own.
Yo, get off the
drops
cab,
down.
bro!
Oh no! Timing not there. Splash to fall down there. But it's enough. Got space here, playing very close. Good headshot onto Nexi, onto 1-2-3 as well. Right click to the face, and Splash opens up with a splash like his name, with a 4 to his name.
Yeah, this guy's the best. Like, actually. I'm calling it now. He's in the main roster for the next season, because they're out of games, unfortunately, RRQ. Maybe that's the difference. Like, Jemkin was already one of the best rated players in the tournament. And I'm glazing this guy above Jemkin, so there you go.
Wow, wow!
Jemkin is cuter though, to be fair.
I agree, he's so fluffy.
But scary in the server.
Yes.
I'm out of
Full
here.
take through B and C for Mongols.
Oh.
And on the Vice, you've only got the sheer, so no hard flank hold, just a little bit of like a alert. Progression orb comes out. RRQ, they're really going A lot early, which is going to condition Mongols early. I honestly, first gun round, that's okay. That nade is not great. That's taking him off the main roster again. But I wouldn't be surprised to see an A take for Mongols first gun round.
Wouldn't be surprised there. Smoke keeps them bay a while longer here at 119 holding. No one's keeping an eye on him. Well, nah, that does. Push up forward here. We have the Thorns. Sprays out here. 1-2-3. Good for 1. Splash to find Nexi as well. But the rest of the team, they're falling. M and Fear does find one shot to find one person of value here. But it's not much. Oh my god. Through that flash. Manages to land a shot onto 16. And now high-low setup. It is a win round for RQ, but they lost 3 guns.
Yeah, but a lot of sheriff investment.
Oh, you are correct there. Yeah.
And those will be juggled across to make a bit of a bonus around here. So Mongols on the light armor. You saw RRQ quite heavily going for Outlaw, but they probably won't do that this time around. A lot of Guardians coming out. Could get some spams coming through. Yeah, and like I said, RRQ conditioned A lot. So Mongols is going to A take first gun round here. And RRQ knows that they conditioned A. They'll start with a C default 3-1-1. So really like that. Progression smoke as well denies all info. You're not going to have any like Cypher cam trap play kind of garbage coming out from the defense. And that's a free all for Splash as well. That Mongols hasn't really played around. In fact, the Boombot's even cleared the front side trip. So that's just going to get broken by paint shells. Really nice. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, he got the trip back. Re-cages. He does have that ultimate online as well. This is very soon. The amount of frags he has alongside the amount of orbs he's farmed. Be high impact here. Woody just holding. There's 3 people close, but no one from Mongols actually peeking out.
Yeah, Mongols is just holding this A trap. They're expecting RRQ to come back and re-clear A with the fade utility after they've taken that C orb, but RRQ's just chilling in the 3-1-1, not really doing much.
That Prowler is a tell, at least for one person. They have no clue how many more. Woody moving back here, gonna open the door. So triggers some rotations.
poor bloke.
Immediately they react with util. He's gonna fall here. Can't take one out at all, but they pop that showstopper, and Splash says, all right, let me just clear all this side here. Let me push it all the way down to CT. Finds no one, let her rip.
30 seconds left.
119 was wise to wait.
Yeah, open plant. But man advantage and gun advantage for Mongols, so RRQ is going to have to do something special to win a round like this.
Taking that Prowler head on here. Splash is just going to swing forward straight into 119's crosshair. He falls, gets tagged by the Haunt. They're getting wall banged to death right now. They know where everyone is, but they keep them at bay with that Arc Rose. From the top side here, Sky's Blue's going to fall. 60 was very much ready for him. 3 crosshairs toward them. Mongols, one by one, they get the value, they get the trade, they get the round as well. Only losing 2 in the process, it's a win for them.
Team A.
Yeah, poor Woody. He just gets the whole A-trap pulled on him just for tapping the door on the lurk. And RRQ, I mean, what they did into the Mongol setup just really wasn't built for it. Like the showstopper clears out an empty site, doesn't get any value. They lose the lurk pretty easily. So they were kind of behind from the get-go, unfortunately. And look, they took a couple guns away. They got a plant as well. Not the worst result. Mongols, it seems like they're going to double down on the 1-1-3 and do maybe an A take instead of the A trap this time, a bit more active, but RRQ's looking to fight them straight away.
I am speed, he says, rushes up forward, takes the fight head on there, perfect spray and a perfect splash just to set up Sky's Blue for success. 2 already to his lead and 1 more to Emin Fear. Yes, that gets 1, but the damage is done and this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to see from the Neon pick on this map.
I mean, yeah, this is... I spent all of Haven glazing RRQ for how well drilled they are on this map, on that map, but Mongols is looking much better on Lotus. Like, they absolutely folded that A take from RRQ. There was very little pushback. Splash goes down for free, and then you have the follow-up relay bolt and paranoia to shut the rest of RRQ out of taking A. And Mongols just wins that A exchange fairly easily, even with 1 less player invested in it.
Blinding prep. Not ready yet.
Blinded Arcos finds value here. A very aggressive stance by the Mongols. Paranoia misses! And 1-2-3 takes full advantage of that, knowing that they are not aware of it. Hold us a bit more far back, finds value. Zar only good for 1. They can't hold, they can't play. And the Mongols looking to snowball off this.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I suspected, right? Like, RRQ's an academy team that was just built for challenges. Like, I was very doubtful that every map in the pool is going to look as good as their Haven looked. Like, that was a very impressive level of gameplay from them. But this is where, like, you have to flesh out the rest of the map pool and bring that same, like, ceiling. And they just really have not played much Lotus. And when they have, they've gotten absolutely stomped. So they have some good ideas. Like, I'm not minding what they're doing macro-wise. Again, they're going to do a 3-1-1. It's Omen and the Breach over here this time, and 2 players front B as well.
Splash, fresh here. Trades all around there, but the same can be said for Mongols. They're coming and going aggressive from so many different angles of main here. Looking to challenge, playing off the util. Zar all alone, and Zar will fall. Chaining rounds 1 by 1 here. My god.
I don't think I've seen that before. Like, usually you send the duelist down bottom C, right? Like, you have the Raze or the Neon sending it behind the Omen or the Breach util. But Nexi just literally TP deep C long with a Paranoia, while the Cypher and the Fade went front B with a Cam Prowler. And then they had an extra layer almost to the A pinch because the Neon ran down A solo. So it's like, they thought about it. They like, okay, we like C crunches. You know, it's a nice strat, but what if we could literally run it down every part of the map at once? And they've just decided to add that extra layer to it, and it absolutely folds RRQ, and everything that Mongols is doing is working right now. Like, don't get me wrong, they did kind of get owned in the pistol, but even in the anti-eco, they got some licks in, and then the last 4 rounds in a row, they have been dominating RRQ.
Completely agree right now. You know, just now we talked about how speed is me, speed is RRQ Academy. I'm loving the fact that Mongols says, you know, we are also speed, we are also aimers. And I think in this situation, we talked about setups as well, right? Splash, go, kill last game. It feels like the tables have turned right now.
Yeah. It's like all of Mongols go kill.
All of Mongols go kill. All of Mongols send send flashes, and util, and Sky is Blue just spray.
Yeah. I mean, they've had a lot of different plans, and all of them have worked. Like, you got to be happy with that. RRQ have taken a timeout, and they've said, well, let's just keep 3-1-1-ing. We've gotten hit with a couple of set plays, but if we can slow these rounds down enough, especially with the ults that we're bringing into this one, then we're pretty confident. And they've decided to just speed this one up into C, which actually Mongols is reading incredibly well. They already have 3 players here and double trips.
It's really good as well that they're taking away that A rubble control early, which means there's a lot of question marks for RRQ Academy. Forced to see TP's on the side. The trip will find him, but Splash cow kill goes forward. Perfect cut to the head. 119 only good for 1 here. But Splash, he's ready for him. He goes aggressive. Sky's blue will fall, and so will Sixkey. They play off this util so well right now. But Splash is just solo, 1 HP left, force out the way, but the Rolling Thunder will keep them at bay here. They're holding, finds a nice angle to play with, moves out there. But all this util keeps them out. MN was very much ready for Woody to swing, but the same could be said. Sixkey so low right now, 28 HP in a 1 versus 2, but Nextkey, all he has to do is just hold.
Yeah, it's beautiful from Mongols. Like, they read that so well. That is the upside as well to running the Neon as opposed to other duelists. Like, Sky is Blue makes it to the C site as this execute comes in. Credit to RRQ for fighting so hard. There was already 3 players here ready with reactive util. You had the double Cypher trips. One of them connects. The reactive C's coming out of the Fade that's already there. The Neon's running into sight, and they still make that a winnable 3-on-2 before the next wave of ults come out. So, look, RRQ, I like that they backed themselves with the C exit, but that was a little bit more readable for Mongols because they saw what ults RRQ had online.
There's the Nightfall as well used, so it keeps the Mongols back, gives them a bit more control onto Rubble. They're trying to try flood into that, but little they know that they have Nexi on this Odin. Chip damage onto some of the players there. Keeping royalties is safe, but somehow Nats gets those perfect tabs onto 2 of the players before finally going onto Nexi. Finally going down to 1-2-3. Zard shuts him down on the site there.
Both through smoke, Tash.
I don't even know, man. It's just crazy right now. It's an Odin to the face. That'll be Zar. But Splash, he's ready. He wants to challenge. He knows he's close. And Nexi, he makes it work. It's giving art from DFM on that Odin. Oh my god.
Woody.
Perfect play here, all alone. Good for 1, but 119 ready. And they get the Odin back.
Yeah. I mean, Mongols scraping through that one. Very tight round. Like, the fact that Mongols still win that round when Nats has double sprayed people through smoke with a Guardian on stairs side. Look at where both of those players died on stairs. Like, just bang them straight through smoke, and they still don't win the round. Like, that is rough.
Just that readjustment, a tiny readjustment from the Mongols, just throw RRQ off.
This goes here. Yes, this should do.
Alright, well. Got a Sheriff Armor, a Showstopper, Garden. Doing a C's nade combo. Sky's Blue's running it down, anti-eco.
Overdrive alive. Oh my goodness. Sky is Blue. Couldn't even get value from that overdrive. Just tap to the head. Moves back. This time around, Woody is all alone here. Plays a bit more back. They know exactly where he is. Eats the bullets to the face. They do get the plant this time.
Quick is surrounded though.
Enemy remaining.
Splash with 2 headshots is perfect, leaving 1-2-3 there. 1v2 for Sixkey. But oh my gosh, you have to say these rounds, despite the gun disparity, has been pretty close.
I mean, that's kind of what happens when you run it down anti-eco though. Like, it's never going to be clean. They did the same set play from earlier where they send the Cypher Fade through front B. You got the Breach Omen running down C long, and then the overdrive was just that solo Neon that I was talking about before. So, high on my list of rounds that I would never run anti-eco is a crunch like that. But Mongols, they're just built diff. Like, they just
I'm telling you, these Mongolian players, there's something about them, man.
Yeah, they just want to run it down against the pistols and go and bully the other team. And you know what? When you're winning 7 rounds in a row, I can't even talk smack about it.
So real, Queen.
Well,
4 ults in the bag for RRQ. Sorry, 3, excuse me. But nothing changed for the Mongols. They know this wave works. Going aggressive there, shooting the face. But this time around, RRQ Academy wait. But the Mongols, they push, and RRQ Academy, sorry, 1-2-3 gets 1. But Splash, he answers back, gets 1 pick of his own with the Showstopper. But the Odin will finally be shut down by Woody. And now they slow it down.
yeah, I mean, Viper Wall going to go up, trying to deny info here. Mongols trying to re-clear that A space. It was another layer of the A aggression, the paranoia and the fault line into lobby, and then you had Sky's Blue sliding in. And it's such a messy exchange that RRQ, they just want to keep things clean. They just want to slow things down in the mid round, but they're going into the Cypher trips, and there's a double flank ensuing with the Vice dead. They don't know that this flank is coming in.
That trip is specifically for Splash as well on the top side, and also for anyone that TP's onto that box. They spotted one down, hasn't spotted the other. They don't know it's a flank. Guess that plant. They also have the pit to use. Catches. Oh my gosh, he almost did catch him over there, but he just strafes away. The haunt will go through. They destroy it. Poison orb just to give a little bit more space. The prowler will be used very early, super close. They just spam through that smoke, but Zar will fall. Cannot find any more value. Nightfall will be used as well in counterplay. But 6-key holding 119 to fall. Really good on that as well. Mongols this time around. Finally, RRQ take the rounds away.
Yeah, very, very tight round. Got a feel for the Mongols there. Like, that was a very dirty set play to follow up their A aggression. It's very clear that they have a lot of depth on this map, and that's what you get from having so many reps in officials. Like, they have all these different variations of rounds that they're running, and a lot of them are just catching RRQ with their pants down. Once again, another 1-1-3 from Mongols. And RRQ, they're sick of getting bullied by the set plays. They're not interested in doing anything really in the early round. There's again, the same play again. They're going to fault line and clear out lobby early on here, Mongols. But RRQ doesn't choose to really interact with that. Smoke left behind by Mongols. So we'll see if RRQ want to just execute elsewhere, or they want to go re-clear that A space.
Just holding up the right timing there. The Prowler will go up, but the Mongols, they want to challenge here. It runs away. Do they know that Zar is close? They go through here. He whiffs good for one, but Sky's Blue will trade back. But Splash, he's doing his job here. He's going aggressive. He's making sure his friends are avenged. The Roomba will fall. A double swing forward. Disgusting display. And it's perfect. All the kills avenged and traded out, leaving 119 all alone in a 1 versus 3. What the heck are these fights on main, man?
Yeah, it's just a chaotic game. He's got another nice, like, flank timing. Trips are cleared on C, so he knows exactly where that's going. Flash clears out Waterfall. Another trip cleared. Fade is jump spotting the flank. They're already kind of aware that this flank is coming in here.
Poison off to work with as well. Not going to be easy to push through. He has to wait.
Poison's off. Spike planted.
High-low. Doesn't want to challenge. Thinking about it. Thorns knows where he is. The Thorns does get removed. The cage to give him a bit of space, but these sprays are a bit much here. Woody looking to play a little bit more aggressive, but Nat sprays are true. So RRQ managing to chain 2 rounds in a row, and the Mongols this time around they scratch their heads and said, okay, what adjustments do we need to do?
I mean, it's just another layer. Like, they do the exact same round where they crunch into A lobby with a bunch of util and try to catch that A lurker or the A setup. But then the second layer to it is what you see a lot of the time. You start off 3-on-1 or 1-1-3 on Lotus, and then you shift into a 1-3-1 with your Fade Prowler front beat to either clear the Senti lurker or try to catch the team pivoting away from your A set take. But that's where a player like Splash is just worth his weight in gold. His multi-frag wins them that round.
Aggressive plays all around. Paranoia keeps him at bay alongside the util, but somehow MN Fear falls, and so does Sky's Blue. You have the Steel Guardian just to keep them away from the site, but Splash and Woody were very much ready. 119 left alone here. No support, no play in a 1v4. Maybe dwindle down the numbers, make it expensive.
Spike planted.
Last round. He's got to win it.
You're right. Splash down, and so is Woody. Oh! Looking very much winnable here. You can see the quick rotates forward as well. They know where the Arc Rose is, but Zar is there to band-aid the situation. We are going to be seeing a 5-7 half.
Yeah, nicely done. Great recovery from RRQ here, so we'll see if their defense is as solid as their attack side adjustments after the break. Alrighty, back into the second half. Mongols have been drinking the Valo plant Kool-Aid and just throwing out set plays every single round. But RRQ, actually, they started to recover a little bit, make some adjustments, win 3 in a row. Some really nice mid-rounding from them, Tash, especially that last round. They kind of outplayed Mongols a little bit with that C take.
Just realized the score, Pilski.
Yeah, this is
14,
winnable.
11 for Splash. My god.
Yeah, I mean, Splash won them 2 or 3 of those rounds. Like, there was
Yeah.
rounds where Mongols were just running it down. Like, that round where they re-cleared front B after taking a lobby, and Splash just killed 3 people. It's just like, okay. The whole strat is designed to isolate someone lurking front B, and that's where he is, and he's just killed them all. So, I guess unlucky, you know? You just design a whole strat to do something, and then Splash is there, and it's like, oh, okay, well, guess we'll go
Wrench
next.
in your plans. Can change his name to Wrench.
Oh, okay. Wrench
then-
instead of Splash.
And then after that, another.
What
team
about the whole
called
bloodline
Plans.
thing? Like, we had a whole
Oh,
discussion
you are
about that.
correct.
We've set up the whole story.
Yeah. You're right.
and now
You're
you
right.
just
Sorry,
wanted to
Uncle
change his name.
Pilsky.
What
My
about
bad,
our
man.
history? What about the things that we had? You just want to tear everything down,
Oh
tear
my
us
bad,
apart.
Uncle. You gonna bring back in my day?
Back in my day, oh yeah.
Back
I
in
am
my
like-
day, Mongolian players always have tech pauses.
It's true. it's provably factual today.
I believe you, Uncle.
Bro, I'm literally from the land of terrible internet. Like, I know what it means to tech pause. I've been kicked from teams for having internet too bad before. So this is my area of expertise.
Dang. Thanks for sharing with us. Oh, there we go. It's fixed. Thank you for saving us for the back in my day era. How's your back, by the way, Pilsky?
I have been sitting at a desk for years. I'm sedentary. I basically have the posture of like a 70-year-old man and the attitude to go with it. So terrible. But at the end of the day, at least I don't have to carry the hopes of an entire nation. So Mongols better step up real quick on this attack.
Truly. This time around, it's Sky's Blue push, Sky's Blue take out space, Sky's Blue push, and Sky's Blue falls. But the fights that you want to watch are in front of C Long here. Zar and the rest of the team staying very safe right now. Not checking the check to fight these two, but somehow Zar gets 2 through all of that chaos. Woody finds 1, is down to 1, 2, 3. This time around, he's the last man standing here. Ghost in hand. Can go for some frags if he wants to, I suppose, but he is quite low. 38 HP only left.
Yeah, good stuff from RRQ. Just repelling that C here. Front B was solid as well. This is what you get for running Vice on that map. Look at the Lotus in the wall.
Nice.
Ooh, good shot to the face. Rush forward. Good hold. Displaced using the smoke carefully to his advantage. But the thing about him is that about RRQ Academy is that they are not willing to fight this. They can isolate him away from the spike. 3-way high-low breaks the Arcos. They know he's close. He pushes forward here. He goes for that reload. Checks to see if anyone's flanking. That's as much as he can do. Good for 1, but the rest of the team will just follow up.
He's done well there. He took 2 with him when there's running into a 5-man like setup with high lows and everything. So the fact that he's taken 2 away there and gotten himself close to an earlier nightfall is pretty solid, if you ask me. Very winnable game now for RRQ, you know. Here I am talking smack about their Lotus after they lose 7 rounds in a row, and low-key, pretty winnable game. Not gonna lie.
I mean, Pilsky, one of us has to be the Glazer and one of us has to be the bad cop, and unfortunately it's gotta be you, man.
I've been both so far for RRQ.
What do you mean? I don't remember suddenly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're the 7-year-old here. You've got amnesia. As Orbs picked up from Sixky. The anti-Tash era is upon us.
Wow.
And look, Sheriffs. They've been pretty hit or miss from Mongols.
Yeah. Oh, they do have that orange there. Woody playing very close right now. Knows where it is. They react by just removing that. But the poison orb goes up. Has to wait it out.
Yeah, Orb's being given to 1-2-3 after his multi-frag and the pistol. They really want that early nightfall timing if they can get it. Trying to trigger the wall is 119 inside of the dark cover, but the wall is front B. Nice little circle jump from Nexi to bait out the wall.
Ooh, pushes him back there, that paranoia. One will be used, immediately taken down, so they know one is close. So RRQ Academy, just to buy some time, gonna just break those thorns just to make sure they can't get into the smoke, into the site, excuse me.
30 seconds left.
A into a 3-man setup here.
Ooh, this is aggressive from both teams here. Next hit, Woody trade blows, but the same can be said about the rest of RRQ. And I love this collapse of RRQ Academy. Here his footsteps already. 14 seconds left. They just wallbang him. Goes through smokes. He does have the spike. 10 seconds to go. He has to make this quick, but they were just pretty much ready for him. Just walk into the crosshairs.
7 apiece. 3 rifles kept over. Sheriff can be juggled for RRQ to make a nicer looking bonus for them. But especially the Outlaw being kept over, you can see just how broke Mongols are time and time again. Like, they have been forced. They know that the Outlaw has been saved. They've been forced to buy Guardian Bulldog armor. If I'm playing Mongols and I'm any team in the league, I'm just buying Outlaw second round every time. Getting one from Nexi as well. There is actually 3 sets of light armor on the defense too, so both teams trying to abuse that. There's the 8 take from Mongols early on.
That Hon is
Haunter's going to
perfect.
spot the Neon, yeah. But this is all just pressure from Mongols. They're not in a rush to be doing anything too quickly. There's the jump spot from 119. Smokes exchanged on the A side of the map.
Bring them down.
And Prowler clears front B. Just trying to keep those rotations honest.
Oh, 60 spots him.
The dry peak.
Yeah, couldn't really do much there.
I mean, he was one of the players with light armor, but he still copped a headshot, so wouldn't have really made much of a difference, TBH.
Really? Not just waiting for the smoke to dissipate. They're gonna try and see if they execute onto A site. This hole by Splash. More aggressive angle there if they're not quick enough to react. His teammate is close to just set up that paranoia for him. Door opens. Everyone, a util up forward there, relay bolt as well, and 119 quick to find Splash. Everyone there, Czar quick to find that headshot onto Sky's Blue. Numbers dwindle, 1-for-1 trade, both duelists out of the game, at least for now. Plant to come through.
Winnable bonus. Man advantage here. Shriek Wrap coming in from Mongols, trying to reposition a little bit.
It's already on the site there, coming through. They don't know that Fear is close there. Woody spots him out there. 119 already to trade out with his teammates there. A double swing forward. 6 key, good for 1. But 119 has done well to dwindle down the numbers of RRQ Academy. Through the smokes, next he finds 1 and somehow spams the heck out of Czar in that process.
It's good damage from RRQ though in that round. Only down to 2 Guardians and no armor for Mongols. That's a very expensive anti-bonus round from them. Not what they would have wanted at all. I like the early stages of this round from Mongols. The dry peak front B against the Outlaw was a bit sketch. At the same time, though, you might not be expecting an Outlaw on that line. Sky is Blue's got an attacking side judge here, and it is 4 starting towards 8. We'll see what kind of madness we're in for.
A lot of space taken already. Rubble all the way to the front of site. RRQ Academy wants to go a little bit more active, wants to try and challenge, go a bit more aggressive here. At least Czar is. Door opened up already, but that wall will keep in that bay at least for a while longer. Judge in hand. We'll try to challenge his tease, finds him in the end, and Splash takes full advantage of that. Czar somehow finds Nexi as well. It's great. Location already revealed there thanks to the haunt, so 1 to 3 has to fall back. Excuse me.
That's so impressive from RRQ. It's so easy to get caught in the dead space there. Sheer spotted out by 119. He's trying to activate on the lurk and get his team back into the round.
Waiting already.
Mongols just don't really have a clear passage back in here. It's a lot of pressure front C. A lot of spam coming in from 119, which is pulling the rotations back towards C. But unless MN Fear gets this front B pick, then it's going to be pretty hard. That's a good pick to be getting, though.
30 seconds left.
Massive empty Splash. That's a lot of firepower lost already. CP from Czar as well to play with his teammates. Playing all the way far back there. RRQ Academy. Trying to find the right timing here. MN Fear is there. Wow, what a swing by Czar. Great opening as well, just to really even out the numbers. Not even even out. They have an advantage. They get a defuse, but a nightfall. They hoping to spam through that 119, take advantage, but they're still spamming. He plays all the way to the other side there. What a play! What a read! An outplay per se from RRQ Academy.
Oh, they almost threw that with the over-rotation towards C, though. So many players over towards that C side of the map. The Mongols are able to thread the needles straight up the guts through the middle of the map thanks to 119's pick. Get themselves into an afterplant. Thank God RRQ is able to get that defuse off because that round was looking really sketch. Mongols with the reinvestment here, though. Wanting to continue to fight for this one. 6key as a... Oh, yeah, almost buy himself a gun. There you go. He's got himself a Guardian. There's the 8 take again from RRQ. Mongols going to respect it and speed up towards C. This is not something they've done yet. The Shear is here as well as the Viper Orb.
I don't think they saw that Arc Rose as well. So that Orb will be there as well. So you can see that Nats is already here. Quick rotation forward. Paranoia is here. The sprays are good from Sky's Blue. That is a stinger in his hands. But Nats and the splash, great reaction time to rotate back and just really flood onto that site.
Mongols denied entry yet again. Have to do something in the mid-round. Haven't taken any space anywhere. Man disadvantage yet again. Aggression from Nat. Spots out 1, 2, 3 front seat.
There.
He's gonna try his dip his toes again. Marking Ben. Finds Zar here. A good hold there. Reaction time is huge. Now the headshots are true. A whiff all around here. Wallbangs forward there with 6key. Leaving 119 in a 1v2.
I must wait a moment.
They know where 1 is. Spots out 2 exactly.
30 seconds left.
Jump peek forward, hiding behind that mound. High low, they can take care of that. A flash as well with the Arc Rose. 119 staying hidden. He knows it's not an easy task. He can play micro angles just to isolate if he wants to. Rotates out forward, good for 1, but unfortunate for him, whiffs the second one.
Yeah, I mean, that's just RNG at that point if you're going to commit to the spray.
No charges.
Was not in his favor. Mongols time and time again being put in cooked situations in the early round. That's how powerful that Shear is, by the way. The execute's already well and truly been kicked off, and there's still enough time for Splash to rotate from front B and bring a bloody rocket back into the site before the wall is even back down. Like, Vice is actually so busted right now. Especially a huge pick rate on this map. So timeout for the Mongols. I think macro-wise, this has been a bit of a weird game from them. There's been a lot of set plays on defense. On attack, I don't really feel like they've been making amazing decisions in the early round, but in the mid round, they're kind of bailing themselves out because the players are really good at finding individual gaps and timings that they can take advantage of and punishing RRQ for not really being positioned super well across the map on defense. So yeah, it's a bit of a head scratcher as to what you're really going to adjust here for Mongols. I think you are often getting timings front B. You've taken C mount at the start every single round. It might be good to take a bit of A space back, because RRQ early on, they have been committing to that rubble fight and actually TPing up towards top rubble quite often. But they haven't really been doing it as much now and actually committing to staying there. So you could definitely take some space there, start tapping the door a little bit and maybe baiting out some rotations, putting some map pressure on.
Where are you?
This time around, Hunt gonna go straight toward Mound, but RRQ Academy, they've read this like a book here, going aggressive. Splash, great opening onto MN Fear. Zar taking up the lead in the front line here. Only Sheriff's in hand, smoked off. They do have access to the spikes, but they spray the heck out of 1, 2, 3 through those smokes. That angle, that gap, excuse me, through that smoke gives them a lot of value as well, but they do manage to retrieve that spike.
Yeah, Mongols taking significant losses. This is only their half buy. Not really a huge fan of taking the tack timeouts before you're going to half buy anyway, because you kind of got to go for a bit of a 2-round plan, really. You got to reserve your expectations here for Mongols in this round and then decide what they were going to do in towards the next. RRQ need a clean round here. Their money is not great. Can't afford to lose extra rifles.
7 HP left of the sky is blue. 119 also very low, but he still does that value before Woody just sprays them down. RQ hitting 10.
Toxin screen down.
Yeah, nice setup. Good opening to the round. Aggression down C. Like I said, not always a fan of it up against the pistols, but again, it kind of works out pretty nicely. Not sure they even really thought that Mongols would half buy there, though, to be fair, especially with the attack timeout coming out. Let's see what Mongols has actually prepped, though. Post timeout, a lot of people invested towards the C side of the map. Looks like they're going to leave the Cypher Lurk over towards A. RRQ anticipating an A take here. They're going to break the door straight away and commit 4 players to holding this A side of the map, but Mongols is just sending it towards C early on. Sheer is here, but it's an empty site. All of that spotted out by 119 with the cam. He's just given his team so much information about how many players are on A, counting the utility. I'm very surprised that Mongols aren't just sending it into the C site right now after seeing that much on the Cypher camp. I'm pretty surprised they're actually committing a breach ult to this as well.
Rolling Thunder there, but RRQ Academy has stayed at bay, waiting it out right now. And they answer back with a Nightfall, the Steel Garden as well. Splash is here. Gonna find one, this guy's blue. On top of that, gonna find Nexi as well. He's just pushing all over the site. The Mongols, no guns in play. Now it's back online. They do have a Haunt as well as the Prowler, at least to clear those corners. No clue how many's on the C site.
Yeah, RRQ settling things. Mongols have cut sound, and that's pulled the rotations back across. They now have a timing into C.
60's still close, though. They pointed him out. They managed to see him. Nice off-angle played. Just
30
stun
seconds
him
left.
if they can. Thinks twice about it, though.
Might need that fault line for later. Util for the aggression in these man advantage, disadvantage situations could be key.
Whoa. Can't hold there, Suski. Might have fallen asleep there. Wasn't expecting that
Spike
push.
planted.
Gets that plant. 3-on-3 retake here. Playing a nice high-low aggressive angle. Opens the door as well just to divert attention, but Mongols aren't buying it. Re-smokes. What are you gonna try and push? High-low on the right side here, not gonna be easy. Woody somehow manages to isolate this, and then if you're gonna find Zar at the very least. He's all alone, 82 HP, footsteps abound here, the double swings are huge, but Woody, what the heck was that shot to the high-low?
Yeah, both of them. He dismantles it by himself and then pulls out the Sheriff and pistol whips Cement Fear to win RRQ a pretty sketchy 3-on-3. Fade gets isolated playing retake in spawn side. Mongols almost once again pulled themselves out of a hole with the mid-rounding. But I was praising them for all of their set plays on defense. I have to say, I have not really been a fan of their attack. Felt like the communication wasn't great there. Like I said, 119 saw so much on A, and they took so long to get into C, and they invested the breach ult in the pre-plant. Now here's the A take. All 5 of Mongols committing to this. There's the Viper ult on the C side of the map. It's not going to be too useful for RRQ Academy.
Splash Force back as well because of that util. The pain shells will go around. The Relay Bolt does tag him. In his hands here is a Judge, but Splash keeping a distance, gets advantage from that Vandal. Sprays abound here, left to right and center. The choke will be the bane of their existence. Nexi, gonna find one. 6 answers. Now his 2 people swinging right at him. Cannot hold. RRQ Academy reaching match point.
Match point.
Yeah, Mongols trying something different. They haven't really picked up the pace into A very much. The reactive utility is beautiful for RRQ Academy, though. The paint shells to kind of keep them isolated in that show segments. Sky's Blue away from the rest of the team. He can't take advantage of his Judge in that kind of duel. And the dark cover looked like a bit of a panic smoke or something. It was a very weird one. But it really spooks Mongols and stops them from scaling into sight on top of the paint shells. So a bit too disjointed. And Mongols at the end of things, they're going to go for the A take yet again here. Overdrive's there for Sky's Blue. Can activate that in the mid to late rounds. Splash 1 off his showstopper here. Could have a bit of a pop-off if he can get himself 1.
Chip damage all around, but 119 is at the lower end of the spectrum there. Checking his short end of the stick, excuse me. The wallbang is true from Nats as well, so he's gonna fall.
I mean, it feels like they're just trying to make hero plays to make up for the fact that they're not winning the rounds macro-wise. Like, the Cypher's just dry peeking the C anchor.
Splash is gonna be huge. They know where he is there. He's gonna peek.
There's the showstopper.
Yep, this one's gonna pop forward. No clue where the other members are. Finds no one, relays that information. That's enough. The other members of the Mongols, you can tell that they're just questioning, and they are gonna pull Senna to Seaside there. Gonna go on top. They do have someone hitting that Prowler, but that Poison Orb will keep them at bay as well as those Thorns. Haunt will be broken. They do where that Woody is close. Excuse me. I'm gonna try to swing, triple swing forward here. Good for one. They all fall. There's a firing range forward as Zard just completely seals the deal. Cannot break the defense. RRQ Academy, despite their previous loss, they come back and they're victorious.